5 seconds. Madam Speaker, I rise to present before this August House the statement of estimated receipts and expenditure for 2016-17 for Indian Railways. Let me begin with a couple of personal experience. As the Railway Minister of India, I visit a number of places and meet a large number of people from all walks of life. On one visit to Mumbai Central Station, I was pleasantly surprised to find a group of women engaged in cleaning. The station looked very clean. On seeing me, a lady came and thanked me for allowing her NGO to adopt the station. For the last 5 months, she had been volunteering a day every month at the station. She said that she felt very happy to be contributing her little bit to this national cause. In another incident, Alok Tiwari, an inspector in the Railway Protection Force, recently deputed to the social media cell of the Railway Board, shared his sentiments. He is responsible for taking action on passengers' requests for help on social media. He said that for the first time in his professional career, he has realized how his little actions were making a huge difference in passengers' lives. He felt enthused and proud to be part of Indian Railways. Madam Speaker, it is people like these who are the soul of India and Indian Railways, and that is why this is not my budget alone. This is a budget which reflects the aspirations of each and every member of the railway family, a budget that reflects the aspiration of the common citizens of India who have not only been writing, writing to me, interacting with me on social media, but also meeting me in large numbers to share their thoughts. This is a budget that has been fashioned by a creative partnership with ideas from my colleagues in Parliament Industry Association, commuter associations, media, and practically all sections of the society. I would like to thank each of one of you, but above all, this budget owes its inspiration to the vision and leadership of our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. He had once said, "My vision is to make railways the backbone of India's progress and economic development." We are making all out efforts to translate his vision into reality. Our core objective is to improve the quality of customer experience at the individual level, become an engine of employment generation and economic growth at the national level, and convert India's largest institution into a template for transformation. This budget will document our journey of transformation, the journey of our nation, by touching millions of human lives daily. These are challenging times, maybe one of the toughest. We are faced with two headwinds entirely beyond our control: rapid growth of our economy's core sectors due to international slowdown and the looming impact of the seventh pay commission and increased productivity bonus payout. Further, historically declining modal share of Indian Railways, which dropped from page 3 of 62% in 1980 to 36% in 2012, is continuing to exert pressure of the institution. IR as an organization has stood the test of time due to the sheer grit and commitment of its employees. However, these challenging times require overhaul of our work culture and ethos cemented over years. Last year, I had unveiled a medium term vision for the railways which set us on this transformal journey for which we need to reorganize, restructure and rejuvenate this institution. For this year 2016-17, we expect an operating ratio of 92% after including the immediate impact of the 7th pay commission as against 90% likely to be achieved in the current year. It is pertinent to note that the ordinary working expenses grew by 32.5% in 2008-9 to the impact of the 6th pay commission, while we are targeting to restricting the growth of ordinary working expenses by 11.6% for 2016-17. This has been largely possible due to expensive cost optimization and revenue enhancement through innovative means planned next year. We have already made humble beginnings in this direction, as a result of which a saving of rupees 8,720 crore from the budget estimates would be effected this year, neutralizing most of the revenue shortfall. We significantly reduced the cost of power procured for traction by signing long term agreement, brought down inventory carrying costs and laughed austerity drives. In the next year, we are increasing the rigor on cost optimization multifold. For the first time in IR, absolute reductions as compared to the previous year have been planned in categories like diesel and electricity through concrete and rigorous planning. Further, with an optimistic outlook for the economy and various measures outlined later, we hope to generate revenue of the order of rupees 1,84,820 crore next year, 10.1% higher than the revised target for the current year.